What is up, my fellow humans, YouTubers? What is going on? About ready to get into a special unbox. Sponsored by Bitgo Hobby and Dynam. Thank you so much, Bobby. So all you guys know, we're going down to this event in Florida. Pilot Ryan fly-in. I am going to be down there come hell or high water. And apparently, Bobby sent me a Dynam Warbird. Now, there's going to be a Dynam race or whatever. Everybody's going to be taking a Dynam plane and a Warbird, and we're going to be flying around, maybe crashing into one another. Who knows? I don't know what it's going to – it'll probably start off as a race, but it's probably going to turn into a demolition derby quite quickly. And apparently, Bobby felt as though that the Dynam Corsair is his personal favorite, so he figured why not send one to Dave for his Dynam plane for the event. So this is obviously going to be my Dynam Warbird for the event. I'm not sure if we're allowed to upgrade them. I don't know if it's a stock thing or I'm not sure how it is. I'll have to talk to Pilot Ryan about it or Bobby, but I'm pretty sure that it's stock. But I might cheat. Not that I'm a cheater, but I might cheat a little bit. Maybe upgrade the ESC just a tad. But yeah, guys, we're gonna unbox this beautiful plane. I had no idea what he was sending me either, guys. I had no idea. He sent me. He showed me. He sent me a shipping label, and I've been tracking the package. It was actually supposed to be here tomorrow, but it actually ended up here today. So, oh, and is the yellow one there? This one is not sharp at all. So yeah, I actually didn't even want to look in the box until I got home, but I was curious because, well, I didn't know what it was. So I peeked when I was at my parents' house, and when you look in at it at first, it almost looked like a Bearcat because of the paint job. But then I was like, wait a minute, this is Dynam. So I cracked it open a little bit more and realized that, oh, this is the Corsair. Now I have had a Dynam Corsair before. Not one of these ones, not one of the new versions, or the revamped versions, I should say. I had one of the first ones with the bad retracts, the whole 9 yards. Yeah, mine did not have flaps on it, and I ended up flying it 3 or 4 times and selling it to a guy at the flying field, right there where we stood. So yeah, no, we're good. I'll check out the chat here in a second, you guys. Oh yeah, man, they have actually done a fantastic job redoing this plane. This is much different than the first one that I had, you guys. Let me bring you guys here closer. That way you guys can see. You don't want to be looking at my ugly face, huh? Yes, sir. Look at that, you guys. Flaps already built in. This is something new, guys. The Dynam planes, you guys. This is something new. They didn't used to include the flaps. You had to cut them out and do them yourself. We got lights. That's cool. Bobby, this is freaking awesome, man. Tires even feel like a little different, a little better. They're foam. They feel light. They look lighter. Plastic bits. These didn't used to be plastic here. These gun ports and the intakes here. Completely cosmetic, you guys, just for show. They don't actually really do anything. One thing that I wish that I hope that Dynam does in the future, you guys, is go from using these nylon geared servos to some metal gear servos. I mean, that would make a world of difference. Not that I ever had an issue with any of my plastic gear servos or nylon geared servos that I ever got from Dynam. I've only had one fail. It was on the Focke-Wulf that I sold to Eric, and it actually messed up while it was on the ground. My dog actually hit it with his foot, and he hit it so quickly and sharply that it actually stripped the gear. But I found out when I plugged in the plane that it was messed up on the ground. So ended up putting a free wing metal gear servo in there. I believe, Eric. I don't know, Shadow Ops, if you're in here, look at the servos inside of your inside of your Focke-Wulf, or was it the Tempest? It may have been the Tempest, actually. Anyways, I ended up changing out the servo and putting a Freewing servo in. So this is really cool, man. And apparently there's some other stuff on the way as well, you guys. As you guys know, I have been working with Bitgo and doing product reviews for them for like the past like 4 or 5 months now, 6 months. I absolutely love doing it. It feels good to be sponsored and to have the friends that I have in this industry. Bobby K is absolutely awesome. By no means did he have to send me anything. And at the same time, it's actually pretty cool, man, because I know Jing is a busy guy. And I don't really like bothering Jing for stuff. You know, very rarely do I ever call him and ask him for anything unless it's something new that I would like to get on the channel. Just so happens that he sent me that Dynam Meteor, the new Meteor, Mark III or Mark II or whatever it is. Oh, yeah, this is nice, man. Dynam and foam hinges. Let me explain these things to you a little bit, guys. They eventually will hit something and break off. Usually the first one to go is the rudder. That's the first one to hit a wall while you're transporting it, or you hit something, or putting it in the truck, you hit the tailgate or something. The rudder is always the first one to go. And my solution to that is that on Motion RC, the version 2 F16 70mm actually comes with some nylon hinges. They're just little nylon hinges with nylon pins. And I think I've ordered about 4 sets of those, 3 or 4 sets of those since I've been messing with Dynam planes. My Dynam 262, you guys, the Dynam 262 had all of its hinges broke. Every one of the hinges broke, and I had to put the foam hinges broke. I had to put regular hinges in, and for the most part, those nylon hinges work awesome in this. As if Eric ever does a video on any of the planes that I've sent him, any of the Dynam planes that I've sent him, make sure you show off those hinges a little bit, Eric, in your video. That way you can show them what I'm talking about. They're very easy to install. Hinges, they can be tricky to put in because you got to make sure that everything stays straight. Listen, guys, toothpicks. That's all I'm going to tell you. You take a toothpick, you break it in half, you stick one in whatever end you want to stay. You know, it could be in this side or this side. I usually put it in this side, and then I line it up perfectly straight, and then I push them in with the toothpicks. And then after the toothpicks, then you put your hinges in. And just make sure that you got enough gap down here. As you can hear, this is actually sticking. I'll have to run some sandpaper in there to get that to stop doing that. But already this Dynam is by far one of the better ones that I've actually had. And like I said, I have had this model before. It's all different. They got screw-in points now instead of glue-on. Like I said, the only issue that I ever have had with Dynam planes is the foam hinges. And I promise you, by the time this goes down to Florida with me, this will all be hinged with nylon hinges. All right, you guys. Light again, another wingtip light. These are actually this is actually a lot better than the first one that I had. The flap's already done, which is absolutely cool. It's not a full span flap like the real one, because you guys know that on the real one this flaps down too, but you don't really need it. Screw-in hinges for your ailerons, which is awesome. They're not just the ones that poke in and glue in. Those don't. They're not very safe, I don't think, anyway. All right, so we'll set this one aside and pull out the fuselage next, you guys. Decals. This actually got a really nice decal sheet to it, you guys. This one's actually pretty cool. I like this paint scheme, or this livery. It's quite cool. Assembly, that's your ESC for your ESC bind, or if you want to reprogram it or whatnot. Or you guys can just get a programming card, you guys, from Dynam for the Skylord ESCs. You guys can just get a programming card. But I've always just used the beeps and the bloops, you guys. to set it up. I mean, it's all right here. It shows you the beeps and how many beeps it is and how many bloops it is. Is this all in Chinese? That's odd. Yeah, so it's Chinese on the back. Okay, so yeah, guys, the American English is on the back. I won't need it. I've programmed so many of those Skylord ESCs that I know what to do. I know how to do them. If you guys ever have any questions on how to program them or how to reset the Skylord ESC, let me know. I'll walk you through it so that way you don't have to. That way you don't have to use the directions or mess yourself up or mess up your plane doing something to it. It's very easy to mess up the bleeps and the bloops, you guys, and then all of a sudden now your ESC is set to like, I don't know. I've had issues before where the ESC where I hit full throttle and it actually does this like slow spool up, and then it goes, and you don't ever want that. That sucks big time. Canopy, you guys. You know what I'm doing, right? You guys already know I'm blacking out the canopy. There's going to be no pilot in this plane. Barry, we'll put you in something else, like the trash can. No, the trash can. No, we're not going to put him in the trash can. We'll find something else to put him in. I need a pilot for my Dynam Meteor, Gloucester Meteor. So, I highly suggest not using this glue. Don't use this glue, you guys. This shit's lethal, man. It's bad if it gets on your finger. This is like nail polish glue. It's like super glue. Just stay clear of this stuff, man. Not to mention it burns the piss out of your nose if you get too close to your nose. It stinks to high heavens. Just don't use it. All of our Y harnesses. That's probably for our lights. That's our like sequencer for our lights. And then 1, 2, 3 Y harnesses, probably, yep, flaps, aileron, and probably unless it's a dual rudder. I don't know. We're gonna pull out the fuselage now to find out. Looks like they have a nice packet decals for your for the inside. Like I said, this thing is a lot nicer than the first Corsair that I had. Really glad he sent me this one because I actually never got any videos on my channel of the first Corsair that I had. I never put up any videos at all. Of course, props. They used to send 2 props with every plane, you guys. Dynam did. They used to send 2 of these with every plane, and for some reason they don't do that anymore. They used to give you a spare. Every single Dynam plane I ever bought in the past had a spare prop, and they don't do it anymore. It's actually a good idea that they did do it because you know how many times I broke the original prop on my planes. The Focke-Wulf prop broke, the P-47 prop broke, and so did the Dynam Tempest. I had to use all of them, the spares that I had. So Dynam, if you're listening, Bobby, Ging, if you're listening, go back to putting a spare prop in, man. That was probably one of the best things that you guys ever did. All right, you guys, just plastic bits for the wings. Most of you guys that have been around the channel for a long time, you guys know I absolutely love this glue. Just make sure you guys get the paint off. No painting paint to paint. None of that shit. It doesn't go. It doesn't fly right. Another little piece of something in here. All right, there's the screw. That's what I was looking for. All these Dynam planes come with a magnetic screwdriver, you guys. You guys might just say, put it away, to hell with it. You're not going to use. These are actually decent screwdrivers, you guys. They send one with every plane. Make sure you use it. It's a good screwdriver. And like I said, it's magnetic. Use it unless you have something better that you use. And obviously these planes are not hard to put together, you guys. All Dynam planes are easy to put together. Oh, look at that, baby. Bobby, you are the man, bro. And not only did you send me a plane, but now I have a box to send something else off in. Eric, Shadow Ops, you know what that's all about. All right, you guys. Let's set this down, get this out of the bag real quick. Now, 3 out of the, like, whatever, 7 or 8 Dynam planes that I've ever had, they've always had some issues with the fuselage. And you know what, you guys? This one doesn't look like it has a damn thing wrong with it. There's usually some gouges, some dings, some marks. This is usually poking out of the side of the box. The shaft for the motor is usually poking out of the side of the box somewhere. And this one isn't, you guys. The cowl looks nice. It's magnetic, of course. Oh wow, you guys. This is pretty cool. Let's look inside of the canopy. Obviously, we got your XT60. Is that XT60? Yeah, it must be XT60, right? XT60 connector. Again, with the nylon geared servos, you guys. If they would take these planes and just upgrade those servos, man. Put some metal gear servos in there. You know what I mean? They don't even have to be like the fully metal geared servos. They just, you know, the parts that matter, like these top parts. You know, I've had a few of these strip. Yeah, my brother feels as though that these should be decked out with some type of air rifle or like machine gun, BB gun.
And you sit in a plexiglass and you fucking do that.
And then you got to sit in a plexiglass, like a plexiglass room, like, you know what I mean? Like on the flight line. And, you know, you'll have your BB gun hanging from the bottom of it, like, you know, like a cannon.
No. You get it wired through the wings and everything.
Oh, so now you're being silly, bro. There's no way, man. You would have to stabilize the plane by putting it in the center, I would think.
Just put an idea out there. Somebody could do it.
Then you could have your tank of BBs, you know, somewhere on the center of gravity, right? Your tank, your hopper for your BBs.
Everything down. Your BBs are your U-50 cal.
And then as you're flying, the BBs would just feed down, you know, from the bottom. They would just feed down to your gun in the bottom. But I mean, it's pretty clever. Then you have the old-fashioned just tying a ribbon off the back of the plane and trying to cut the other person's ribbon as short as possible. But like I said, this plane is intended to go down to Florida with me to be in the Dynam races or whatever is going to happen during that flight. I have a good feeling that, you know, we're all competitive. Everybody in this community, we're pretty competitive guys. And I tell you what, man, if it comes down to me having to smash into Pilot Ryan to win the race, he's going down. He's going down. Bobby, get out of my way, bro. I'm just kidding, man. Bobby, thanks for the plane, man. It's absolutely beautiful. Me and Brandon will take this almost ready to fly plane and build it tonight because obviously with Dynam planes, there's a little bit more entailed when you're putting them together. I'm very surprised and very, very shocked with the fit and finish on this plane. Usually with Dynam planes, you see gaps here, gaps in the back. You see the cowl doesn't fit on quite right. There's a gap or something. This thing is by far the nicest Dynam plane that I have ever unboxed. The tail this point right here is usually crushed. Usually when you get these planes, this part right here is crushed in. It's all mangled and crushed because they don't put any foam behind it. It kind of just sits in that box and goes back and forth, back and forth. You guys know what I mean if you've had a Dynam plane before. My Focke-Wulf, the tail right here was crushed. My P-47 was crushed. This is by far the nicest condition I have ever gotten a Dynam plane in, for sure. Just for shits and giggles, I want to take these wings and kind of set them under the plane. I just want to see. You guys know how I am. Here, Brandon, lift that up. Hold on. Let me see. All right, go ahead. There it goes. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, man. That looks pretty cool, man. I am impressed. I am impressed, Mr. Bitgo Bobby. Wowzers. What a nice plane, man. All done. Let's go fly. All done. Let's go fly. Oh, we forgot something. We forgot something. Oh yeah. So hold on. Forgot the propeller. There we go. Yeah. Look at that, man.
Slap the stickers on real quick.
Yeah. All done. Ready to go. Brandon, are you over there smoking weed while I'm doing the live stream?
What are you talking about?
Are you smoking ganja over there? Pretty cool, guys. Pretty cool. Bobby, thank you so much. My wife totally didn't believe that I didn't buy this plane, by the way. So next time, Bobby, just write on the box that it's sponsored by Dynam. That way she can see that. Make sure you put your signature there. It's very important. You got to sign it or else it doesn't exist. Just kidding. Thank you for sending me the plane. It is definitely by far one of the nicer ones that I've ever unboxed. It is. It's the nicest Dynam plane I've ever unboxed. Besides the P61, this thing is by far the nicest Dynam plane that I have ever taken out of a box. It's in very good condition. There's no marks on it. There's no scratch, no dents, no nothing. Everything fits together really nicely. Man. Thank you, Dynam. I know you guys are probably, it's just Dynam, it's not like you're sponsored by Horizon or by Freewing. I don't care, you guys. Personally, I don't care. I'm just happy that somebody has taken the time to notice that, I have a good channel. People watch my channel. People, have bought things through my channel before, just watching some of my my flight videos and reviews. That was rude. I won't say what he just did, but he calls it nothing. Nothing. That's not what I saw. No, that's not what I just saw. He just defiled me. But yeah, guys, super sweet, super nice, man. Super nice. Me and Brandon will put it together. We'll do a finished build on it, obviously. And then what I'll do is we're going to take out the two jets. We got the Meteor. We were supposed to go today, but I ended up having to go do something with a friend, and he kept me out all day. So we didn't get a chance to go to the flying field today. My older brother, Ray, you guys met Ray many moons ago on the show when we did Toe the Line, like probably one of the first 5 or 6 episodes. He came on and told his military story and what it was like to be an airborne guy, 82nd Airborne. So he'll be out there as well, hopefully. And I got Brandon. He's going to be out there. We got the 2 jets tomorrow. We got the Dynam Meteor, and then we have the almost ready to fly, somewhat ready to fly, the somewhat ready to fly Venom, you guys, from Ready to Fly. For the longest time, I thought that was a free wing plane, but it's actually not. It's ready to fly. Tug Hill RC. Okay, so check it out, guys. There's no patron link. Listen, if you guys want to donate anything to the channel, put this email address. Hold on. Listen, guys, it's king_g_1@hotmail.com. That is my PayPal. All donations go through PayPal. I do have a Patreon, but I don't use it anymore. So if you want to send anything, any donations, what I do, Mr. Tughill, is anything that you donate to the channel. And here, I'm going to give you a blue wrench while you're in here. I'm going to add you as a moderator. And then Shadow Ops, if you don't mind, give Mr. Tughill a number, please. One of the ones that we remember last night from being empty, I think 123 was an empty one, something like that. But yes, hit me up on the PayPal, and then anything that you donate, I put towards a giveaway at the end of every month. You guys, we just had our giveaway last night. We just had a big giveaway that we did last night. A bunch of people gave stuff away. We ended up giving away probably about $600 or $700 in prizes, some cash payouts, along with a couple of other people. Pilot Ryan threw in $100. Bobby Committa threw in an airplane stand from Bitgo Hobby, and who was it? Oh, Roach Cotelli's makes a custom stand for an A10, and he put in he actually donated one of his custom stands last night to the giveaway. So super fun time. I never keep any of the money that you guys put into the PayPal. I always take every penny of it and I put it towards the giveaway for the next month. So whatever you guys donate always goes towards the giveaway. Not unless you specifically give it to me for a different reason. Don't need to go into the details, but 90% of the time, everything that you guys send always goes to the giveaway. So every penny. And then I also match that money with money of my own. So
I'm telling you, it could be like a little spring-loaded trap set up in there. You only get like a certain amount of rounds each round. It could work, man. It'd have to be something.
Wouldn't it be easier if you guys just had like a sidekick standing here with like a BB gun or a pellet gun or whatever? And then you guys fly by, right? You have to fly by right in front of the guns, and then you got to shoot them down from the ground. Well, then screw you, Brandon. Screw Dave's ideas. Dave's ideas suck. Screw Dave, man. To hell with Dave. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, no. There were some guys. I believe it was Flight Test or maybe one of those another group of YouTubers that actually fitted one of these planes with an airsoft gun. Yeah, it was an airsoft gun. And the airsoft gun? Well, they had it on a flying wing, which is a very stable platform. It's almost like a B-2 bomber, or yeah. So yeah, and what they would do is these pellets when these airsoft rounds hit something, they actually leave a mark behind. They're colored, and if they even touch something, they leave a mark. And apparently it's pretty hard to shoot something down too with FPV. You know what I mean? You're not going to be flying like this doing that kind of thing. You're not going to be, this isn't the way you would do the dogfight. You guys would both have a camera mounted in your cockpit. You know what I mean? Yes, I said cockpit. And you can actually, when you turn your head, right, you can get it so that, or when you turn your rudder, you can actually get the pilot's head to turn or the camera to turn in there as well. So that's actually pretty cool. Every time your rudder, you tip your rudder. So usually when you turn, you use a little bit of rudder, right? A little bit of rudder to kick the tail up. So what that does is it will actually allow your view to go off the side of the plane. Eventually they're going to have something like that, you guys. With the way that planes are coming out now, with like say the Horizon planes that are coming out now, the E-Flight planes, how easily they snap together. It's only a matter of time before we start seeing some ballistic shit coming off of these planes. But yeah, it's an awesome idea, Brandon, and it would be a hell of a lot of fun. It really would.
It's another sport.
It is. It would be. Yeah, it could turn into another sport. It really could. And the fact that you said you sit in the plexiglass things while you're sitting out, that's perfect, dude. That's absolutely perfect. You would never get hit with anything, and if there were stray shots,
nowadays nobody wants to be around each other. So I mean, the audience base would be virtual. So what's changing?
Exactly. Seems how the whole world's falling apart.
Two competitors out there, no spectators. So
and you wouldn't have to wear a mask.
Yep.
No, you don't have to wear a mask. We'll be in a corona-free zone. The only corona that will be on the premises is the cerveza, But there you go, guys. There it is. The new and improved Dynam Meteor or Dynam Corsair. Super sick, man. Let me get you guys another close up on this plane real quick before we get up out of here. You guys, this thing is just lovely, absolutely lovely.
See, somebody's already on track. 7.62 millimeter.
Is he? What? Isn't that what is that 7.6? Holy shit, man! That's an AK round. That's an AK round. He's putting AK rounds. But yeah, real quick, I just wanted to show you guys this plane again. Look, there's not a blemish in this plane, you guys. There's not one scratch, not one dent. Every panel line is perfect. Until Brandon comes over and punches it real fast. And so far, the only thing that I can tell that's an issue is the tail. It's sticking back here. But let me tell you something, guys. I've had a few Dynam planes that actually have done this. All you do is take some sandpaper and run it in there, and just sand it until it's moving smoothly. That's it. Don't cut it or X-Acto knife it. You'll end up cutting off the paint. You don't want to cut the paint. You're just trying to actually just get rid of this ridge line that's here. There's actually like a little ridge right here from where the foam came together, from where they glued it together, the two pieces. And basically, you just want to sand that down on both sides. The bottom of the rudder has it, and then right here at the base has it as well. And basically, all you're doing is just sanding that away. Awesome, awesome deal. Bobby Comita, thank you for sending the Corsair. If I ever had to do a Dynam plane over again, this is definitely the one that I would have preferred doing, especially after I watched your review on it. Oh shit! Yep. In my opinion, guys, I'm just gonna say, in my opinion, before we get out of here, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, the Dynam Tempest was probably the easiest, nicest one to fly. Who's that? Oh, Tug Hill. There you go. Hey, there. That's another way that you can donate. And then what I end up doing is I end up putting, because I won't get paid for any super chats this month until the end of next month. So what I end up doing is I end up paying it. Any super chats that we get, I pay them out of my pocket during the giveaway. And then when the 20th of the month rolls around for the next month, then I just take the money from YouTube and pocket it. So that's how I do that. But awesome, man. Sweet. Eric, did you get him a number? Shadow Ops, did you get him a number? Alan Gentry, what's up, man? Dad's RC Hanger, what is going on, man? Thanks for being here, man. Mike Bird, how's it going, man? How many we got in here? We got 17 people in here. You guys know that this is the way that I do unbox videos. I don't plan for them. As soon as the plane comes and I go pick it up from my parents' house, we come here and we do an unbox video. And that's how we do it. They're always live and they're always sporadic. You never know when I'm going to do an unbox video. And this is the way that I do them. Yes, he did. Awesome. Sweet. Eric, thank you for that. So for you guys that don't know who Eric Shadow Ops is, Shadow Ops is Eric Rogers, and he is my partner in crime. He's on the show with me every Friday, and 9 times out of 10, he actually does these videos for me. He actually produces these videos for me, except when I do a unbox video. I usually do those on my own. I just kind of randomly, sporadically just do it whenever I get the plane. So sometimes he's there for the unbox, but most of the time I just do it on my own. It's just a little quicker to set up. It's faster for me, and then I can get in and out and get done with them a lot quicker and more efficient. Bobby, if you end up watching this later on the rerun, man, thank you so much. The plane is awesome. It got here in wonderful condition. But like I was saying before, you guys, if you want to have a good experience with a Dynam plane, your first one, I would recommend getting the Dynam Tempest. That plane is by far, to me, the nicest Dynam plane as far as their warbirds. That is the nicest flying one. It's the most stable. And it's just, I don't know, just take my word for it. If you want a nice flying platform for a Dynam warbird, the Dynam Tempest is probably a good one to start with. And then after that, probably this one or the Focke-Wulf. The P-47 is also a nice flying Dynam plane. But as far as I'm concerned, with all the experience that I've had with these Dynam planes, and I've had all of them, I've had all the warbirds anyways, except for the Trojan. The Dynam Tempest is by far the nicest flying one, the most stable. You know, when you roll it over to go inverted, you don't have to give it barely any upstick. It just stays nice and locked in. We have another super chat on the board. Alan Gentry, of course. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And for all you guys that were not at the giveaway last night, you guys, it was awesome. Make sure you guys are there next time, man. We had a lot of people not there, so we had a lot of times where we were spinning the wheel and we weren't getting a person because they weren't there. Or me and Eric need to revamp the number system again too. But you guys need to be there. We had 80 people there last night. We need to have over 100 because that's how many numbers we have. Looks like a great plane. Yes, Dad's RC hangar. This is, like I just got done saying, this is the nicest condition I've ever gotten a Dynam plane in my entire life. I mean, it's beautiful. There is not one scratch or ding or mar in any of the plane. And that's like unheard of with a Dynam plane. That's unheard of. There's usually a ding or a scratch somewhere, and they're usually very noticeable. Oh, now you're just nitpicking. He's just nitpicking now. This wingtip over here does have a little bit of a squish to it, but I mean, it's not even noticeable. So this is the Dynam plane that's going down to Florida with me, you guys. Holy smokes, who's that? Oh my God, Dad's RC hangar. What is that? That's €23.99 euros. So what's that? That's like $1,000 American.
Oh my God, you're
ridiculous. Woo! That's like $1,000 American right there.
Ridiculous.
Still, man, the euros. I still remember on that. What movie? Oh yes, that's. Do you remember that movie 2012? The movie 2012. When the guy's like, oh, it's like something like $1 billion something. He's like, $1 billion. He goes, no, sir, that's in euros. And he's like, oh, yeah, you just raised that bitch up by 20%, 30%. Listen, guys, I appreciate all the super chats. I will tally them. Actually, Eric, go ahead and tally up the super chats now. We'll write that down and we'll put that together for next month's giveaway. We'll make sure that that's a part of next month's giveaway. Once again, I'm Dave. This is Dave's RC with a sponsored video from Bitgo, Bitgo Hobby, and Bobby Committa. Thank you so much, Bitgo Bobby. You're an absolute boss, man. Like I said, next time you send me a plane, make sure you say it's a sponsored plane on it, so my wife knows that I didn't buy it.
Yeah, 31. So I thought it was 30. It says it's 31.
31. So Dad's RC, you rock, man. Thank you for that awesome super chat, man. That's crazy. That's awesome. Usually we don't do super chats during unboxes and stuff, but hey, I guess tides are turned. The times are changing, so we'll take anything that we can get on the channel. We'll take, because you guys listen. All this money, I never take any of that money from you guys. I always give it back. It drives my wife crazy that I don't take that money and put it back into the channel. It drives her absolutely nuts because I actually do take every bit of the money you guys give me and my own money and give it back to you guys in these giveaways. And if you don't believe me, just ask my wife sometime. She'll tell you. I'm much too giving. I'm way too giving. A very generous person, I guess that's what you would say. I don't keep a dime of you guys' money ever. It always goes into the video. C Mafia donated $100 for the giveaway. So basically he won $200 from the giveaway the last month. And then he actually gave me 100 of it back. And I took that and I put it into this last giveaway, which was yesterday. So I didn't pocket that money, even though he told me in his comment, keep it for yourself, do whatever you want with it. I took that money and I put it back into the channel. Even though he told me to keep it for myself, I still gave it back to you guys. So appreciate you guys stopping by. Brandon's just checking out the comments real quick while I'm standing up here. Me and Brandon will put this plane together tonight. And what we'll do is tomorrow we'll fly the jets. And then the next time me and Brandon go out, we'll take this Corsair and we'll take the new Focke-Wulf and we'll go out and we'll give these guys a run and just have a prop plane day. So that's it. That's all I got for you guys. Thank you for joining me for this Bitgo Hobby Unbox sponsored video, guys. F4U Corsair sent to me by Bitgo Bobby himself. Thank you, Bobby. Thank you, Pilot Ryan. Thank you for everyone out there for your support, for your donations, for everything that you guys do. I'm Dave. This is Dave's RC. My sidekick, Brandon, for the day. We're out of here, guys. Fly free or die. Peace. That's right, Mr. John Graham. Thank you for that. Make sure you guys hit the like button on your way out. It actually helps the YouTube algorithm put my videos up above others in this category.
Gotta work on it.
Peace. You got to work on something.